All right, and welcome back. In this video, we are going to go over how to write a linear equation in slope-intercept form when given the slope and a point that is on the line. So, without further ado, let's take some notes. The steps that we are going to be following in writing in slope-intercept form, if we're given the slope of that line and a point on the line, are as follows. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to substitute the slope into the equation y equals mx plus b. Let's quickly recall that the slope is our m value. The slope is the m value. So we substitute the slope into the equation y is equal to mx plus b. Then we're going to use the point x comma y by substituting into slope-intercept form to then solve for b. So if we are given a coordinate point on x comma y, in our equation, it's always y equals the slope value times x plus the y-intercept. So we always have that x and y variables within the equation. We're going to take the x value of the coordinate point and plug it into slope-intercept form. We're also going to take that y value of the coordinate point and substitute it into slope-intercept form. Notice the only variable that is not highlighted, is b. That's because we don't have that value. We have the slope value, we're given that. And we're given a coordinate point, x comma y. So we have the x value and we have the y value. What we are going to do is we are going to solve for the b value. Then we're going to write as slope-intercept form to graph it. So once we solve for that b value, we're then going to rewrite it in slope-intercept form. That way we are able to graph. Let's go through an example together. In this example, we are provided with the slope of -2, and we are given that the point 2, 7 is on the line. Please copy this down before we get going. Resume when you're ready. All right, so if we're talking about slope-intercept form, we know it's y is equal to mx plus b. The y value is equal to our slope times the x value plus the y-intercept. Well, we are given the slope, which is -2, so we can replace that m with -2. Recall that every coordinate point is x comma y. So we are given an x value, which is 2. So we can replace the x with the number 2. Notice how the slope and the x value are getting multiplied, so we're going to still have to multiply. We can also replace the y value, which is 7. So as we substitute everything back in, we have our y value of 7 is equal to the slope value of -2 times the x value, which is +2, plus b. Well, we're going to now solve for b. This is an equation in one variable, which we've shown we can solve these very, very well. We can simplify. We can do -2 times +2, which is -4. We have -4 plus b. Let me actually change the color for that. That way we can visualize it a bit easier. And now we want to solve for b. Well, we have that -4 term on the right-hand side. We want to move it to the left-hand side. In order for us to do that, we have to add 4. We want that to turn into 0. We cancel out, and 11 is equal to b. Therefore, our overall equation, y equals mx plus b, is y is equal to -2x plus 11. And again, the 11 comes from the b value that we just found, and the slope we were already provided. Notice how we still have an x and a y variable. Whenever we're writing in a slope-intercept form, we always have an x and a y. Awesome job, kiddos. Let's go through another example together. In this example, we are given the slope is +2, and the point 1, -3 is on the line. Please copy this down before we proceed, and resume when you're ready. All right, so we're going to start out with y is equal to mx plus b. Again, let's recall each coordinate point is x comma y. We're going to substitute in the value of our slope, which is positive 2 for the m. We're going to substitute in the value of our x, which is 1, and substitute in the value of our y, which is negative 3. When we do this, it turns into negative 3 is equal to our slope value, which is positive 2, times our x value, which is 1, plus b. We can simplify. 2 times 1 is just 2. We want to solve for b, so we want to isolate that term of b. So we need to move that positive 2 over to the other side. To do that, we have to subtract 2. Negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. So our b value is negative 5. Therefore, when we write slope-intercept form, it's going to be y is equal to our slope value, which is 2, x minus 5. And again, we get our b value from solving for b. Now notice how I have 2x minus 5. What I do not have, so this is a no-no, of y is equal to 2x plus negative 5. This is a no-no. We don't do that. We don't have double signs. We are learning some really high-end mathematical skills here, and we want to keep ourselves sharp. So it's 2x minus 5. We don't use double signs. Awesome job, kiddos. Please now attempt this problem on your own. Please jot down your answer and resume when you are ready to check your work. All right, if you're listening to my voice, that means you attempted this problem and you want to verify that you were correct, or we want to see where we might have went wrong to go back and redo it. So we always start out with y is equal to mx plus b. Again, we're going to recall that each coordinate point is x comma y. My y value, or our y value I should say, is negative 3. Our slope provided is 4. The x value is 2 plus b. We can simplify. 4 times 2, positive 8. We want to isolate the b, so we have to subtract 8 on both sides. So we have negative 11 is equal to b, which means when we bring everything together, it's going to be y is equal to 4x minus 11. Notice how we only have subtraction. We don't have the double signs. Fantastic job with this so far, kiddos. You're doing a really great job. Keep up the hard work. Keep making yourself proud. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon.